Should be live, I think. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Are we all good? You guys hear me okay? The light is too bright in here. Come here. Come here. Perfect. We'll give it 1 minute. We got 45 seconds, Rollo. 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Good boy, aren't you? Okay. Just waiting for some more people to join. Let's get some likes on this video. One person has liked it. This is appalling. I know we're only small, but got to start somewhere. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right, you gonna sit down? He says, no, Dad. No, Dad, I want to stay. Okay, you got to sit down now. We've got to do the morning breakdown. Where are we going? Where's the market going? Up or down? First thing I do, like the video. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Go on, sit down. Good boy. Okay, where's the camera? Good morning, guys. Good morning, Monday morning. And I don't know about you, but I love Mondays. Patiently waiting for the market to open yesterday. And here we are. Here we are, Monday morning, 2 p.m. for me in the UK and 9 a.m. in the EST. I had some swings that I had overnight. Well, typically I'm long most of the time, but I had some swings, and I always like checking my portfolio in the morning just to see, are we up, are we down? And we were up, so that's good. And I'm also selling some positions and moving over to Interactive Brokers, which you can see down here. So I have transitioned like some of my cash over to Interactive Brokers, but I've still got a fat chunk on Trading 212, which I'm slowly moving over. So I'm just showing you my screen on Tradeovate on my take profit accounts, just purely because I got these this morning. I passed them last week, but I needed to get the 5 days, and then I had to reach out to support to get the free credit to be able to get the $130 activation fee waived. So they did that this morning for me, and I must say, I've only really got to pay out really with a couple prop firms, probably 3 prop firms, and not even payout wise, but in terms of their customer service, Take Profit's customer service was very, very good. Like, I must say, there's someone available on chat even at like UK time, so instantly got access. They're very good. So we'll see how they are tonight when I request a fat payout. I'm trying to get these all to, I don't know if you can see how much you can see on the screen, but I'm trying to get these all to 10k. Obviously the first one's already there, and then these 3 down here. Annoyingly, I should have 4 accounts, but I actually only have 5 because I won't even tell you what I did, but I made such a silly mistake on one of the days. And let's just say I don't have that account anymore. So very annoying. It was easily avoided, and I just did not, well, I didn't realize it was still active. Basically, I had a position, I had a sell target above my other sell target, and when the first one went off, I didn't realize the second one was above. Cut a long story short, I didn't check, and yeah, the account's gone. Anyway, so I only have 4 of the pro accounts, which you can see on here. And again, just to cut a long story short, I'm trying to get these all to about 10k. I don't have to, but this 105s is a target that I have, and if it takes it out, it's probably going to get me close to around that 10k. And then obviously you can take out anything above 4,500. So I worked out on ChatGTP, it should be about $17,800 because they take 20%. So it'll be 22,500 times by 0.8 will be about 17,000 something, and that'll be about 13,000 UK pounds. So not too bad to start the month of August and the first day of the week. So that is that. The trade that I took, just for those who are interested, really, I want to say really simple trade. And again, I know, as I always say, I have no idea where these levels are going to form or when they're going to form. But we came down to the high to high on the daily. I know a couple of you, Sam, you were aware of this level. Very well done for finding this level. I know we've spoken about it now for weeks. But we had this is the second high to high that has formed. So this is the first one, and this is the second one on the 50. So that is the level, right? If you want to pay attention to where this level comes from, you'll see in a second that double thickness 50. You'll see where that comes from, right? You'll see where it comes from. So zoom out. That is that daily 50, right? So if you can see that, that is the daily 50. What do we do? What do we do here, guys? There's two things that we do. And if you've been paying attention to my system for a long time, you'll know both of those things. One of them is very simple. It's kind of like, I'll see if anyone gets it. I want to see if anyone gets what do we do down here at these lows? There's a couple things. So I just want to see what people's thoughts are. Because if you don't understand this, you won't understand, obviously, the reason why I'm going long. But I just want to see, what do you think we do down here? I'll give it a couple minutes. There's a couple things. There's two things, but they're kind of the same thing. Wait for a retest, yes, but still missing something. Something I talk about all the time. I'm kind of giving it away. I'm kind of giving it away. Wait for the market to show its hands. Still not it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. And I didn't get any of this. But this is the foundation. This is, yes, Julian, this is waiting for the market to show its hands. And also Celsius, yes, waiting for the retest. But in simple terms, this is a double bottom on a high to high daily 50 retracement, which is huge, right? And Miller, yeah, like a kind of an under over, I would argue. This is, price got under, back over, and what did we do? Traded traditional, right? So you've got multiple things there. The high to high on the daily, the second high to high. Remember, I've spoken about this so long. People ask me that they're struggling to find extensions, and I'm like, have you watched the morning trade plan? No. Then I don't know what to tell you, because we've drawn this extension for weeks now. Ever since literally May 20th of May. This extension's been active since 20th of May. And we finally came down to those levels. So again, that's that daily 50. Wait for the traditional. I didn't trade any of that. I waited for this to actually complete the 23. You'll notice what happens once we actually double bottom down here. BX is mixed, right? So we're still trying to find trend. We're still trying to see if this is going to be the bottom, right? Still, do not trade any of this. Didn't trade on Friday. You can clearly see why. We do trade a traditional into the close on Friday, right? Again, didn't trade that. Didn't trade the open session this morning, right? Traded none of this, right? None of this. BX is red. BX is green from being red on Friday. Okay, interesting. We traded traditional. BX stayed green all the way whilst completing. Interesting. Look for the high to high. What do? Trade a high to high. And this is where I go long, right? All in here. So you can see here, there is actually a cleaner setup. Sorry, here. This is where I went long. So you can see down here, 355. This is, so again, just to see it, you got your traditional, above the overnight midpoint, above the trend line. BX is green on the half an hour, okay, and the hourly, okay. 5 minute for your entries. 23 completes, back above the 23, wait for the retracement. What do? We trade the first extension. And that's pretty much what I'm still in. So I'm still in this extension. right? So this extension, the negative 62 is at 106s. My target's 105s. So the 38 bid was here, which is 4 a.m. US time. So I don't know what that is my time, but you could cross-reference the time there. And we then traded. I don't know if this was a traditional from this. Yes, beautiful. I don't even think I traded that. I maybe took some scalps in this area. Actually, yes, I did here. Look, so you can see at 8 o'clock, I traded this action here. And this looks messy the way I'm doing this because I'm buying and selling into these targets so I can accumulate cash so the trailing drawdown doesn't get hit, basically. So selling in, buying back in, selling, buying back in, because I'm trying to build that trailing drawdown to a point where you can see I have $10,000 per account, nearly like 10, 9.5, 9.2, 9.1. Once this target gets hit, I've only got one mini left now. So just trying to work these accounts in the best way I can. And I live streamed all of this, or I recorded me doing this just in case Take Profit have any issues with the payout. I've recorded me doing this, so I can upload this to YouTube also. But again, so even if you missed the high to high, right? Even if you missed the high to high, there was still a traditional. Again, 8 yard into it, 8 yard out of it. Retest of the 50. That negative 23 completion lines up with what? The previous day high from Friday. The negative 23 is the 995s. The ATR magnitude on the day is 87. So am I pushing my luck here? Probably, but that's why I only have one mini left. I've already made like, you know, I mean, I'm not even including the evaluations because they're obviously evaluations, but anyway, like even with the evaluations, it's nearly like a 50k day, but I'm not including evaluations in the P&L. But the actual profit from real account P&L will be about just under 40,000. So if this completes this 23, I imagine it'll be probably an ATR bar through, just because obviously you're going to have lots of stops in this area. In this area here, probably lots of stops. And again, it's a key level of a previous day high. So from Friday, if there was any shorts on Friday, they are all underwater, right? They are all underwater now. Any shorts in here are getting absolutely squeezed, right? Absolutely squeezed. And on the 4 hour, we are turning green on the BX. So, you know, all of this here is just adding fuel to the fire, in my opinion, to go up. Now, the only reason I've got one mini left, because I'm not 100% sure that we're going to complete this 23. I'd probably give it like a 40% likelihood, purely just because the ATR on the day is 87s. So shorts are really going to want to try and use that as a stop, ideally, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. So then we can push that up to take it out. But I just want to be aware that, again, this is your ATR magnitude for the day. Your ATR magnitude for the low is all the way down here, 22,800s. So I'm right at the upper end of that. I'm probably at like 98% of the daily range. So yeah, just in fact I am, 98% of the daily range. So I'm aware of that, and again, that's why I'm only having one mini left. One mini left, and if it goes to target, then you know, brilliant, amazing. I'm a great trader, and I take a payout tonight. If not, I get stopped, and hey, that's what it is, right? And I'll still be up probably 8.5 on the other accounts. But again, just to reiterate, my target is this negative 62 here, which is the 106s, which is from the high to high from the overnight from Friday, and you've got the high to high, which is on 3:30. Traditional inside that also lines up with a negative 23 completion at 95. So if I had two minis here, we are gunning higher. If I had two minis here, I would obviously take one off. Yeah, so you can see 95s is the negative 23, which is also the previous day high from Friday. And if I had two on, I would be taking one off at the 23, which again is Friday's high. I'd probably be taking one off here at the ATR magnitude on the day 87s. And this is where micros could have been useful. 87s, 95s, and then 106s would be my kind of scaling out targets there. But I've kind of accepted the risk on this. If I get stopped, you know, I'm already up such a large amount. I'm okay with it. But at the end of the day, I do want to try and still get that 10k per account. So going into today, a long-winded way of tapping my ego on the back, but a long-winded, like going into today, all I'm going to really be looking for is once this 23, or once this 62 completes, all I'll be doing is drawing same anchor new high. And ideally, I wouldn't even mind a full traditional from that 62 from the overnight session, just purely because it lines up with bang on where trend is. So this is that trend indicator, and you can see we've been really extended. The whole session we've been extended. And I'm still testing this trend, so I still need to realize, like, you know, what happens if we're above it for so long and then all of a sudden we violently come down to it. Is that bullish? Is that not? I still haven't done my back testing, so I'm not 100% sure. All I know is once we're above, it's good to stay above. Sorry, Mike, someone's at the door. Let me just put my mute on. There we go. Once we're above, we want to stay above, and once we're at or below, it's pretty much sit on hands or short. So the fact that we are obviously quite extended from here, 120 points, it's tricky for. Sorry if you guys can hear that. There we go. But yeah, anyway, that will be my plan. Hopefully we can get some sort of same anchor new high. And again, I don't really mind bidding potentially 985s. Just have to be aware of where the magnitude is on the day, which again is where we are. So all I would really do in situations like this, and it's not ideal, but I would just draw an extension from the ATR low to the ATR high, and just cut a long story short, I really would be, you know, anywhere in this area here, I just would not be long. And if I am long, I'd probably just be trailing, because this basically is the extension I've just drawn is pretty much a 23, 62, and negative 100 of the average true range on the day's high. So you're already above the average high, and that's the percentage of how high you're above. So hopefully that makes sense, and that's why I just would not be pushing anything above nothing above the negative 100, just purely because even if you're right, on average you won't be. On average it will return back to probably the ATR high, and that's still normal. So just don't push your luck above that level, even if you get lucky one day out of the year. It's just, who cares, right? So anyway, hopefully that's useful. If there's any questions, let me know. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, beautiful. If there's any questions, let me know. But anyone on YouTube, I'm going to be moving over to Discord, and we'll go live on there. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you over there. And if not, we will see you all on Monday for the YouTube live stream.